All right, logic problems. Let's continue with the series. You got a family is driving to Kelowna. Their playlist has 42 songs, each about 3 minutes long, and they listen to the playlist twice, then repeat only the last 10 songs once more. How many minutes of music do they listen to? But here it is. Let's find out the total minutes first time. So 42 songs, and it's 3 minutes long. So the first round is 42 times 3 minutes. So that's very easy. That is 126 minutes, right? That's the first round. But it says they play twice. So we have to 126 minutes times 2. That is 256 minutes. And then it says repeat only the last 10 songs. Well, the last 10 songs, 10 times 3, that's 30 minutes of the last 10 songs, and you just have to add that to the last piece. So what do we have? We have 256 minutes, and then add the 30 minutes to it, and altogether you get 286 minutes of songs. Now, what is it in terms of hours? Let's do the unit conversion. Remember, 1 hour is equal to 60 minutes, right? So what are we going to do? Well, 286 minutes divided by 60 minutes. That's the ratio that you have, right? And then you do the math. What are you going to get? And closest to the minutes, that would be 4 hours and 46 minutes. That's how long will it be. And the reason is 4 hours. You can't do a decimal here. You have to go through every 60 minutes. So 4 times 60, that's 4 hours of minutes. That's 240, and then 46 minutes left. That would be 46 minutes. All right, altogether 4 hours and 46 minutes. Perfect. Let's look at another question. Leo earns $15 per hour mowing lawns. He wants to buy a skateboard that costs 180. He already saves 45. How many hours does he need to work to afford this skateboard? Okay, let's go through that. Well, first of all, he's got $45 saving, which is great. And the cost is 180. So let's figure out how much he needs. So first, $180. Subtract away the $45 from it, and that would be $135. That's how much he needs. Now, he makes $15 per hour. How many hours he needs to work? Well, the rate. So here it is, $135 that he needs divided by the 15, the hourly rate that he makes. Let's see how many hours he needs to work. You just do a division on that one. That is 9 hours that he has to work. Now, obviously, we are not talking about paying taxes or anything like that here. Okay, so let's suppose that this is how much he will end up clearing after paying all the deductions and everything else. All right, let's look at another question. A group of friends brings a 12 pack of water bottles to a campsite. Each bottle holds 500 milliliters. They drink 3.5 liters of water on the first day. How many bottles are left? All right, let's find out the total volume first. Now, first of all, you notice that there's a milliliter and there's a liter. You do need to remember that 1,000 milliliter is equal to 1 liters. Okay, so that's what that is. 1,000 milliliters is equal to 1 liter, and we have a 12 pack. Let's find out the total volume. So 12 times 500 milliliter, that is 6,000 milliliters. And right away, change that to liters. You divide that by, so 6,000 divided by 1,000 milliliter. That will change the unit to liters, which is going to be 6 liters. Okay, that's what you will have. So now that we have 6 liters, they drank 3.5 liters. So now we're going to find out how much is left. So 6 liters, subtract away 3.5 liters, you will end up getting 2.5 liters left. Okay, that's the volume of the water that is left. Now, how many bottles is that? All right. Now, each bottle is half a liter, and that's 2.5 liters. Well, remember, 500 milliliters is half a liter. So 2.5 liter, which is 2,500 milliliters, you divide that by 500 milliliters, and it tells you how many bottles left. That is 5 bottles. Okay, and by the way, this is the one way of doing it. You can come up with any other ways, and it's all good. You just have to make sure that you follow the logic. All right, let's look at the next question. A skateboard ramp needs a 2.4-meter long board placed at an angle. The bottom of the board is 1.8 meter away from the deck. How high does the ramp reach? All right, let's draw this. Okay, so skateboarders, here it is. So here is your diagram. All right, and it says the skateboard ramp needs 2.4-meter long board. So this has got to be your 2.4 meters long board, right? And it has to be on an angle. We don't know what this angle is, but who cares? And then it says the bottom of the board is 1.8 meters away from the deck. So if this is the main part of the deck, this is 1.8 meters away. Okay, so the question is, how high does the ramp reach? We want to know what this is. All right, to solve this triangle, this is a right angle triangle, by the way. There is no other way to do this except using Pythagorean. Yes, and if you're using any type of a skateboard park of any kind, you will be using Pythagorean. You just don't know it. All right, and that's the beautiful part of using math. All right, we're going to use Pythagorean. And if you remember, in Pythagorean theorem says that if you have a right angle triangle and the hypotenuse is the longest side of your right angle triangle, then this is Pythagorean theorem, that hypotenuse squared is equal to each of the sides squared, and you add them. Okay, so in this case though, we have the hypotenuse, just 2.4. We just don't know. Let's call this A because of the diagram I showed you. That's A. So we're solving for A. So in this case, A squared has to be, you subtract away the B squared from the hypotenuse, like that. Okay, so we have to do the math in this one. So plug numbers in. What do we have? We have A squared is equal to 2.4 meters squared, subtract away 1.8 meters squared, and then whatever you get, you have to take the square root of it. So A squared equals to 2.52, but we don't want A squared, we want A. So you have to take the square root of both sides. And when you do that, A will be approximately 1.5874 meters. And I leave it to 4 decimal places. This is approximation still, but it's actually 75 meters. Let's look at another question. A team buys 3 large bags of trail mix. Each bag has 750 grams. They divide the total equally among 12 players. How many grams does each player get? All right, well, we've got 3 large bags. Each one is 750 grams. So first of all, 750 grams. Let's find out how much, what is the weight of the 3 large bags. Times it by 3, and you get 22,250 grams. Now that's the total, and then there are 12 players, so we have to divide. So let's say total that we have 2,250 grams. You divide it by the 12 players, and let's find out how much each players will get. And it is 187.5 grams per player will get. All right, that's the end of this series. Check out the next set of logic problems in the next video coming up. All right, until next time.